in episode Duscae, kind of like I as opposed to A, but I have played this. Wasn't really able to give my own so let's get to it. I'm just going to start from the beginning. Because Final Fantasy is my favourite series, and you know, it's something forward to. A few things make me happy about it, a few things not as much, but you know, I generally trust Square Enix to make a good game. I mean, I don't want them to like listen to people saying, oh, you have to do this or you have to do that, because in my experience, if Square Enix just does what they do best and come up with ideas and just implement them, then it all turns out fine, and I'd rather they design the game than other people design the game. That being said, we're going to see what I think about this particular demo once it's loaded. We will start with a cutscene. So this is kind of like my second time impressions, I suppose. Although I have actually seen the footage before, and I've watched, not all I don't think, but some of the active time reports, and suddenly it loaded fast. I hope you can hear me fine over the sound of the cutscenes. I'm actually broadcasting this because it's the only way to record over 15 minutes at once. So I've got pretty much one take at this. So introduced to our characters. This is the point where most people would say, "Ooh, here we have our emo, spiky haired dudes, boy band, whatever." And this is also the point where most people are like, answer the phone! But they don't.
If only somebody hadn't wrecked the car. God, unbelievable.
Oh, I would hate to be that guy. Oh, come on, don't be that way. You know I didn't mean to do it.
Of course not. Sabotage is far beyond you.
I would have hung up by now. Oh, see?
It's futile.
Rise and shine, princess.
Tremors. Now you did it.
Just call me Titan.
Morning there, buddy.
Eyes open.
And he's up.
Not technically up.
Not technically having our automobile repaired and heading to Corthus, then?
No turning back now, Your Highness. Gotta pay his enormousness a visit.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder.
Wow! Couldn't ask for better weather.
Ah, good day for walking. Aren't we lucky?
And this is where Final Fantasy 15 does the whole Bethesda thing of you step outside and whoa, look where you are. It's a giant world with all these different directions to head in. I was going to say places to go, but I realised that wouldn't necessarily be true.
We're well short of the amount due, I'm afraid.
We need to think bigger, like behemoth big.
Hunting down its horns could get us the money, if it doesn't get us killed.
Wouldn't worry. We're as good as dead without the car anyway.
Might already be a lost cause.
Hey, if Cindy says she can fix it, that's good enough for me.
And since she's gone to all the trouble of servicing it nearby, we need only concern ourselves with one thing and one thing alone.
The money.
Simple enough. We hawk whatever we hunt till we come up with the cash, then fetch the car.
Okay, here we are. The game. Tutorial. Objectives. Wheeling and dealing. Raise 24,000 gil needed for the repairs. An exclamation mark. Quest has begun. Most quests begin with a party member's proposal. So you've got a list of objectives piled up at the side. Okay. A behemoth undertaking. Gather information on the notorious behemoth. Proceed the main quest to move the story along. Approach with the destination marker. So here we have... Right, okay. There we have the destination marker in the distance. Use the L stick to move and the right stick to look around. And... hold on. No, I can't open the options. Well, I've played previously, you see. And so I changed the settings because I need full inversion. Like, okay. Gonna go on a bit of a mini rant here. Right? People always complain about inverted... And I understand, you know, it's all dependent on what you're used to. But people always call inverted controls backwards. Like, okay, to me, this is right. This is left. This is up. This is down. Right? If I am, like, holding a camera behind Noctis here, and I step to the right, I step over here. If I step to the left, I step over here. If I go up above his head, I press up. I press down to go below. I am controlling the camera. Okay. So all the people saying that inverted makes no sense and you're stupid if you do it.
Knocked.
Shut up.
What do you say we check this out?
What?
Nice.
Press triangle to focus on a thing, or hold, I guess. I can't actually open... Oh, yeah, I can. Right. I can press the touchpad, which is kind of like on the PS4. It's kind of like the substitute for the select button, I think, and I actually quite like it. First time I played this, I actually was still new to the PS4, so I still wasn't entirely, like, you know, up to date with like the different button locations and stuff, with the options button and the touchpad and all that. But this is what we have here is the tactical menu screen. If I stop it, I press layout, so we can set a destination. Based on quest locations, outposts, campgrounds, which we'll learn about soon probably. Can't drive yet. Inventory. So here we have our inventory. So I can't say I'm entirely sure what divides these. I mean, usable, you know, you've got your very basic potions, antidotes, phoenix downs. Edible is actually like camp food, which is actually a thing that's unique to 15. I'll probably go into that at some point. And collectible, first aid kit, I don't actually... I mean, this looks like the key items, but first aid kit doesn't sound like something it would be a key item. It sounds like it would be like a usable item, but it's probably a key item. Then we've got the help, which is like the you know, the tutorial. And one thing I can't help but notice as well, and I think this is just like sort of like a natural progression with technology, is that the text is a lot smaller. Like, you know, I understand like people have bigger TVs and stuff, but my TV is 32 inch, okay? And the names in the bottom right, which is Noctis, Gladiolus, Ingus and Prompto, like, I mean, my eyesight's good enough, I can read that, and I'm like a couple of meters away from the TV, but I can imagine people having trouble seeing that. And I mean, even for me, I mean, I can read it, but it takes a little bit of extra effort, whereby, I mean, there's plenty of space, so they could have just made the text a bit bigger. I don't understand this fascination with making everything like small and hidden and hiding all the hoods and stuff. But yeah, one thing I find interesting is that they actually display the character's level straight up on the status screen where the HP and stuff is. So as you can see, Noctis is level 6 and Gladiolus is level 14. And it is quite strange for them to be so spaced out, considering that, well, as far as we know, there's only going to be these 4 characters. There may be more. And also that's interesting that there's 4 characters, which there hasn't been since, if you don't include Final Fantasy 9, consider that was a throwback. We haven't had that since 6, which was... I think that's even if you exclude the online games. Right. So here we have our tactical menu. We don't actually... I have seen a screenshot of the main in-game menu, which is like in work in progress, but you know, it's a demo. They tend to not like to show you those things, which I find... you know, I'd rather that they would show those things, because they're the things that I find the most interesting. We can also see above each character's heads their level and like a 0, which I'm guessing is the amount of experience, and we'll get into how experience works. I actually did go through weapons, because as far as I can tell, you can only choose weapons for Noctis. I don't think there's anything. Group gear, that's locked out, and there's this question mark thing which is locked out. But what we do here is we choose like the order of weapons. I don't know what this is meant to be. Right, actually let's just get to it.
Take a look. What do you make?
Hold up a sec. Huh?
Okay. Let's have Gladio teach us combat.
I'm going all out.
Just don't get too carried away.
You want to talk?
Okay, so this is like how the main combat works. There are 2 modes to attack. I wish I could read properly. There are 2 modes to combat: attack and defense. First, you will learn how to defend yourself using the American spelling for defense there. So they haven't, at least yet, localized this game for Europe, I imagine. Whoa, sound went dodgy. While defending, you will dodge all income attacks. Dodging costs MP. Put up your defenses, then dodge Gladio's strike. Right. L1. Right, so you hold L1 to dodge. Defend with L1 at the last second to dodge without spending MP. Okay, that's a reflex test, okay? Now, the way that the game was described to me a lot of the time was that it was described in such a way that it wouldn't seem as reflex-based, which, to be honest, I mean, Final Fantasy has been reflex-based quite a bit. Well, not more than pure, like, you know, absolute pure turn-based has been. But with the last few Final Fantasy games, that being 12 and 13, the common consensus is that they're getting more actiony, but really, it's still very heavily based on strategy, even if there is a sort of speed element, because of, and I'm going to get, this is quite mathematical here. The reason for that is that the difference in results based on speed does not really make much difference. And oh, okay, I've got a person commenting. Hello, person commenting. I actually can't read your comment because I don't have the thing open. I'm actually just doing this for a video, but anyway, back to the video. I'll read your comment later if I can, if I remember. Okay, so anyone watching this on YouTube, that's why that thing came up in the corner, because like I said before, I can't do 15-minute, I can only go up to 15 minutes with the recording system, which is kind of silly, I suppose. Okay, so what I was saying was that the way that Final Fantasy has worked quite a lot recently is that it has had some reflex actions to it, some dexterity challenges to it, but they've always been within a set range, so that fluctuations within that range cause very little difference. So as long as you're, say, faster than X, you will not benefit from being any faster than if you, unless you are as long as you're within X and Y, which is very standard, there's a very wide range of which your speed doesn't make much difference, but there is a small requirement for you to at least be a little bit fast. But it's never really been that much. Whereas here, what we can see here is defend with L1 at the last second to dodge without spending MP. The last second, that's really reducing the range, so it really is upping the reflex mechanic. Now, you could also compare this to, say, the gunblade trigger in Final Fantasy VIII, and I wouldn't blame you for doing that, because it's basically the same kind of thing, apart from it's with attacking and not dodging. But it looks like it's going to be more significant here. Right. Keep your defenses up and continue to dodge the strikes. Right. But as you can see, in very tiny text in the bottom left there, my MP is dropping. Can you see how small that text is? Like 96, 97, 98. I can just see it. If you have a TV smaller than like 32 inches, which is feasible, you know. We don't all have massive, like, massive TVs, and even with this TV, the text is really small. Like, if I had bad eyesight, or if I needed glasses or something, I mean, I'm not saying, maybe that came out wrong. I'm not saying if you need glasses, then you won't be able to see it, but all I'm saying is, like, you know, generally speaking, when I have eye tests, I come out with pretty good results. So I've never needed glasses, but many people don't have like that type of eyesight. So I don't understand what the point is. I mean, there's so much unused space. I mean, I suppose this is more of a rant in terms of things that happening, like just with gaming in general, I suppose. But why would you do that? Is there a setting to I don't know. Right. So that's how you attack. Knowing when... Okay. So now it's saying knowing when to attack and when to dodge. But seriously, look how much space is on this screen here. Look how little space the HUD is using. They could make it a bit bigger. Right, Nux can perform various feats by spending MP. Okay, warp to a location by throwing his sword. Right, so how do I okay, right. Hold X to warp. Warping to high ground quickly restores HP and MP. So this is, I guess, how you heal whilst your party members are attacking. And I can warp strike to come down. So X is basically your way of R1 and X is basically your way of quickly getting back towards the enemies to be able to do more like attacks. Right, okay. And we use the D-pad to change between these different attacks here. And you press triangle to use them up. They did 0, well done. Okay, see the MP where it says technique at the left, the text there is bigger. I know I'm going on about it, but the text there is bigger than what it is at the bottom right where your MP is shown. It's just ridiculous. Right, so you can hold L1 to take cover and like to like recover HP and MP, and this just reminds me of Gears of War. So it's all about button combinations and... Right. Drain Blade, whatever that does. I don't know the difference between these different skills here. Tempest. But you can kind of see, like, they have different, like, ranges and stuff. But so far... okay, actually, okay, let's just go on to this. Parrying. You can parry an oncoming attack by reacting to the marker. Defend with L1 as he attacks, then parry with square when the time is right. So, yeah, what I was saying before was that, you know, as much as the series has been criticised of going into more action routes, which I believe is completely, like, over-exaggerated by a lot of people, when I saw this, I did kind of think it would more fall in line with something like 12 or 13, where 12 is actually not action-based at all. Anyone who says it is just lying, or just doesn't know what they're talking about. I expected it to lie somewhere within that range, because Final Fantasy always has, but from the experience here, it seems straight up like an action game where there's little room for strategy, and I hate to compare it to Kingdom Hearts because that's like the typical example for like comparing stuff that the RPGs get for some reason. Kingdom Hearts is like the pinnacle of action for some people, but this is very action based. It's very light on like thought and strategy, and it is like it's like remembering button combinations, which to be honest I'm generally not very good at.
Look at this guy.
Right, I can't use sec. Oh, okay. This is just I'm just gonna parry here. So basically, when it comes to the my first impressions of this game when I was first playing it, my first impression was not very good. Let's put it that way. Although saying that, I think that demos for RPGs are generally not very good anyway, because, you know, RPGs require like a larger scale of actions and consequences, so it really doesn't make it really doesn't make for a good demonstration, I suppose. Like, there's parts of the menus that are blocked out, which, like the leveling system and how you get abilities and stuff, like I don't even know anything about that, so you know, it could be loads that I'm missing out on. In fact, there probably is. But like, to me, all this stuff here is pretty nonsense. Like, types of weapons are named Crush, Ravage, Vanquish, Counter and Descend. Oh yeah, the different slots will affect how your attack unfolds. You can arm weapons from the tactical menu. Set your Crush slot to the Wyvern Lance. It's basically just like the order of attacks. So equip the Wyvern Lance, and each come with their own ability on. So as you can see, they've got like an effect there. So that's pretty nice. The way it's got an effect that you know, like passive skills, I suppose. So as you can see, like, the partisan here has criticals 3, which I don't really know what that means. MP recovery attack. Ordinary lands with extraordinary luck. I would prefer if they actually showed some numbers as opposed to just, you know, described it. But here, the Zweihander. Wild swing that whips up a whirlwind to sweep surrounding foes off their feet. Okay, I don't really understand that description. Does it like temporarily paralyze enemies or something? I don't really know. Negate enemy defense. I can kind of understand that. Bone rending greatsword that renders its target defenses utterly irrelevant. So I kind of get an idea. It's only to equip the Wyvern Lance, isn't it? And it gives me Dragoon Jump. Okay, so Crush, Ravage, Vanquish, Counter and Descend. I think it just stages in the attacks. This Armiger or Armiger or whatever it is, I can't change it. I don't know what it is. Oh, hold on. It says at the bottom there. We've got Akasiro, a sword that slices through space and time, allowing its wielder to warp at will. So maybe I'll unlock extra modes that will like prevent me from warping and let me do other things instead. That might be interesting. But yeah, I'm generally not good at like remembering button combinations and stuff, so like just then I pressed L2 like instead of L1. So I can sit here and like, this is such a AAA third person shooter type thing, like it's ridiculous. Okay, so there's that tutorial. See, they say we know already, but that assumes that I've got to grips with what's going on here, and even though this is like my second time playing, I don't really. I know you can hold. You can hold square to attack and all that. Tempest? No, he's just gonna dodge out of the way. I can warp up here. And this is okay because I've got no allies at the moment, so I can just rest here. Look, okay, I know I've said it before, but seriously, that MP bar, look at the number, it's tiny. If you are watching this on anything less than what I am, I don't know if you'll be able to read it. It is ridiculous though. When your allies are in danger, you can rescue them. Okay, is he my ally? Okay, right. Hold X.
Thanks. I owe you one.
Right. So, got some experience. The sound keeps glitching in and out.
It's not far from here.
Right. Now, hold on. Path to Deadeye's Den has been set at as the destination. Right. So Noctis has 200 experience, the rest have 0. I do find it interesting when it comes to like RPGs where you've got a party that never changes, if they get experience individually or if they get experience as a whole. Because they're all gonna, I mean, well maybe not so much in this game, but they all do have like different times that they're in the party, at least in this demo. But a lot of the times, like once you've got all the characters together in these types of games, you just have that team of 4. I'm talking like, you know, Final Fantasy V, Dragon Quest 8, those types of games where they just stick, with, you know, a few minor exceptions I suppose. Right, I can't actually use that from the menu. No, because it'll be a battle item, won't it? So let's go to the station garage. Now, is there a mini-map or anything? Because there usually is. No. There's supposed to be a quest marker, isn't there? Oh. Oh. Head in this direction. Yeah. Yep, keep going. Oh. Okay. Right, okay, well they're coming to attack us.
Everybody, stay alert. Time to put up or shut up.
We'll try our best using our newfound skills. Try and beat these guys.
All right.
So, okay, so that's giving us 100 experience. So yeah, you can see their full thrust. Like that's you know, it takes a bit of time to charge, and then you do like one like big powerful attack, and we get a bunch of experience there. I'm not entirely sure how it calculates the bonus experience and stuff. But as you can see there, we've all got experience. So they've all got 828 and Noctis has 1028. Because he got that extra 200 from that first fight. Okay, so that red bar at the top obviously means that there's some enemies around. So here they are.
You like that? Never knew what hit him.
I keep missing with that drain blade there. Oh, received some loot by the looks of it.
What can I say?
See, you got like over 200% bonus there. I mean, it's still, it's only like 100 or so, but still 200%. I don't know what triggers it. Right, can't get over there. Well, slowly can. But yeah, I remember someone made oh, what's it called? Someone found like a glitch where you can like break through the walls of the game. Like the barriers, and you could go and find things. I don't know how to do that exactly, and I'm not going to try either. But I'm just going to like the quest marker, which is over in this direction. I mean,
Gas stations are the same wherever you go.
That one looks more like the gas station that time forgot.
when I did do my first,
place in the Crown City.
when I
Gotta love
did,
that smell though, right?
stop interrupting me. When I did play through, something's shining in the middle of the road. Oh, is it an item? Rusted bit, so like a loot, I guess. I don't know whether that will serve just for Gil or whether it will work for components for items or something like they do in 12. I don't know. I actually didn't go this way my first time through, but I'm doing it this time just to, I suppose, do something different. But, like, you know, seriously, what is the point in all this space? What is the point? Are they gonna fill it up with stuff?
Sometimes I wonder if we'll ever sit inside that beautiful car again.
Sitting most of the day was pretty nice.
Napping was even better.
Okay, well I completed the quest.
Just what are you up to?
Well, that's Cindy. Actually, hold on. See if I can check the quests. Oh. Oh, I didn't set the quest, that's why. That's why I didn't have the quest marker on. That'll be why. Oh well. Hello, Cindy.
How goes it, Cindy?
Hey there, good to see y'all.
Hey there, partner.
Any luck with the car?
Don't need luck when you got skill. She's almost ready. How about y'all?
We've been unable to raise the money as yet.
Well, take your time. It's no rush at all. I hate to charge you, but we gotta stay in business somehow.
We broke it, we bought it.
She's a fine one, this girl of yours. And she won't take nothing less than the best parts. Only one way to do it, and that's to do it right. All things considered, you're getting a steal.
Yeah, don't think we don't know it. When we finally pay our bill off, we'll throw in a dinner too.
Best save that for Pawpaw. When I told him y'all broke down again, he was redder than Rama.
Let's...
Well, that was an abrupt cut. I do find it very strange, like the stark contrast between, say, like Cindy and Ignis, where it's like, well, hi there, sugar pie. You know, and then Ignis is like, we haven't found the money yet, and you know, well, don't be a stranger. It just, I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's nice to have a bit of diversity, but it doesn't make sense. Right, okay. Now, wrong. Yeah. Well, so clearly that was the wrong way to go. But I got 200 experience for something. Was that for finding a place? Okay. And now over here, 760 meters away, we have our next destination. On we go. Oh, enemies. So you get experience, but you don't actually level up. Where are these enemies? Oh, there they are. Yeah. Come back here. Yay, 15 experience with 247% bonus. Hey.
So, where are we staying tonight?
Well,
right.
here works.
Well, we've got a new objective. Set destination. Which is just next to the other place, I think.
Camp it is.
Where is the... Well, what do you mean here? There's nothing here. On we go. 78, 77, 76, 75, 74, 73, 72, 71, 70, 69, 68, 67, 66, 65. So, okay.
Won't keep you in the dark.
I've got just the thing.
This is something I have an issue with, okay? Well, first of all, you can see this, right? Hold, did I see something? Oh, a glowy object.
Let's roll.
Time to meet the chocobos.
I hear ya.
Ooh, Prompto sounds quite happy about that. But I have a feeling that we're not going to get to rest fast enough unless there's a close... I have a hold on. Well, Chocobo Country. So you find, by the looks of it, you find quests by going around and finding them, but... Even still. Right. Let's go this way to the nearest camp. Because the camp thing is something that I do find rather interesting. $24, 23. Oh.
Just doing it how it's done.
Hello, Black Choco. I completed the quest. What did I have to do? Did I just have to find the... Did I just have to find the chocobos? Oh, okay. Hello, chocobos. Well, there's 200 experience for me. Yeah, so what I find interesting about the camps is that that's where you basically get all your experience. And I'm getting messages saying that there's people watching the stream and that there's comments. I don't actually know who it is in this stream at the moment, but I'm actually just doing this for the sake of a video. So like, and because
What do you say we check this out?
What?
Nice.
because the PS4 only records in, you know, 15-minute segments, I'm actually doing it via a stream, so I'll have to check the comments after I'm done with this. I mean, for all I know, they could be like, could be people I know saying like, oh hi, how you doing? Or it could be troll people saying like, you know, oh, you suck.
I need to kick back a sec.
Either way, if you are those people, you're not really getting the satisfaction because I'm not seeing them. Yeah, rest to tally experience and level up. So, this is interesting. When you get to here, you can rest or you can spar. I don't know what the benefit of sparring is, but resting, incomplete side quests, the hollow exclamation mark will be abandoned, and you'll get some on today's menu. You'll have the potluck stew. I don't know what determines that. But it gives you fresh and immune, which I'll have to look into what they mean.
Sleeping out under the stars tonight.
So there's some sort of time management. That's a good thing. I like that. And I mean, so far this is the most interesting part of the game to me. Like the way that there's time management and how it abandons those quests, and also this is where your experience tallies up. Now it says new techniques not available in episode Duscae. I actually like that it says that because it's a way of saying that it's a way of the game saying like, oh, there is more stuff going on here, we just can't show you it yet. But yeah, all your experience adds up. So you don't actually get the, I mean, you sort of like tally up. Oh, fresh, increased attack and defense by 50%, XP again by 10%, immune, negates ailments, stay still. That's nice. So yeah, they do always like come up with like new interesting systems and mechanics, and for me, the interesting part here is how like your experience adds up at the end of the day, and how it abandons the quest and stuff. So it gives the game natural cycles. That's very nice. What I'm not specifically into so much is the actual like actiony mechanics, I suppose. You know what? I am actually just curious enough that I am going to read those comments. So if you are trolls, I am going to give you a bit of satisfaction here. Hold on 1 second. If I can. Turns out my comments that I'm getting are not from trolls. Hello, Olivia and Jenny. How are you doing? Yes, this is all for a video that's going up, so I'm actually not. This, like I've explained before, this wasn't meant to be streamed, but you know, the PS4's system is such a way that is the way that it works. So I get given this extra on tour thing with Gladiolus here. Visit the abandoned shack by the gas station.
Let's roll.
I am actually interested though, like, can you rest at any time? I'm actually just going to test this out, so I'm going to rest here. I think it will skip to the next day. Yeah, so it just basically skips the day if you rest straight away. Pumped up pet chocobo. Well, that's very nice of you, but it doesn't really help me in any way, I suppose. And we eat this dish. Egg in the basket. Fresh and sharp. I don't know what sharp is. We'll soon find out. And we did absolutely nothing! So, no experience for us. But they found things. Hold on. Fresh and sharp. Okay, so they went off and got experience somehow. Okay. Increases critical hit rate. I am confused, I will say that now. Because what's supposed to happen there is you're meant to go off with Okay. Let's continue our tour. I am curious. I'll rest again. Please don't tell me I can just spam this and give my other characters experience. There's got to be some sort of thing against that, like something that sort of stops you from doing this. I mean, or something to make you not so much want to. I don't know what determines the food that you get. I don't know. Well, they found items and they get a bit of experience. A tiny amount, but I mean, will I run out of food? Will there be quests that requires like a so many day cycle in order to complete? Practice linking up with Gladio. Let's continue this. I'm going to test one more time to see what happens. Flame roasted toast. Right, so we do run out of food because I'm just going to get toast from this, which actually doesn't give me any bonuses. But I am going to... It used up my savoury bread. I don't know. I mean, the food. I mean, it seems like you have food that you use up, and it's sort of like, I don't know, cycles through them. Gotta be honest, that toast doesn't look very nice. It looks very dry. Or are we just wasting our time here? Right. Well, they do get a little bit of experience, like a tiny bit of experience each time, although I am sort of like going through my food. But if you have no food to go through, is there like any... I mean, I'm interested to know the underlying mechanics behind all this. Like, how are they going to prevent you from abusing it, or like if you just get to like having toast every day, or will you run out of food and just not eat, and will that have an effect? I'm not going to bother doing it anymore, but it does. I do want to know, and I hope it's interesting. Okay. Abandoned shack. Visit the abandoned shack by the gas station. Oh yeah, that's because that's where the where I have to go with Gladiolus, isn't it? Yeah, I've run out of food. I've got no food left. So obviously, if you've got a lot of food, you don't want to keep spamming rest, but if you wouldn't want to. Actually, I am going to try one more time. Well, I keep getting toast. I mean, it doesn't do anything, but it doesn't... they won't starve. I mean, they might get scurvy or something, but they won't starve. I mean, obviously they won't get scurvy. If you do this like 10 times or something, and it turns out your characters get like this disease from eating too much toast, and they become... You know. Well, I got a potion. I wonder if there's going to be a day limit in the final game, like sort of like a lightning return, sort of like a more lenient lightning returns type thing, where there's a day limit and then you restart the game with keeping all of your stats and levels and stuff. I don't know, but obviously if you've played for a long time and you've got lots of food, I get the feeling that you won't want to keep resting, because then you'll just eat all your food and it won't, and none of it will come into any use. Oh, took a bit of damage. So where is it that I'm going? Oh, over there. Yep. 56. 55. 54. 53. 52.
Stay sharp.
Let's fight this thing. Probably not a good idea, but...
The harder they fall, you should know.
So, for the record, I am totally not digging this combat system at all. I honestly do not get it. I mean, okay. Here's... Okay, when a character... Okay, I better heal up. Probably wasn't a very good idea. The stars will save him? So yeah, when you actually run out of HP, you don't die straight away. The damage is actually starts getting dealt to your max HP, and so when you recover your HP, obviously you can't go above what your new max is. And then once you've he with the bigger one, I think. and then once like you rest, your max will like reset. So like if that attacks me now, it looks like a gorilla. I don't know if it is. You know, like the one from the water tower in 5. Right. Phoenix down. Oh no, that would be if like if you've reached 0, if your max HP has reached 0, I guess. Right. Okay, gotta remember the control. That's one thing I always have, is remembering the controls. See, now I've got locked onto him. I can use my... Because it's quite a slow thing, I can use full thrust and get quite a clear target. I keep mashing square thinking I need to, but no, you just need to hold it. Which is, I mean, it's a thing that you really need to get used to, but I quite like it because, you know, there's nothing... Because in a lot of cases, like, mashing a button is... I mean, unless it's something like a Mario Party game or something done to a particular way, you don't have to, like, go super fast with your mashing, you just have to do it naturally. Well, that wasn't worth the experience. I don't think. Where is it that I'm... Right, okay, there it is. So, here's the thing, okay? I really feel that Square Enix looked at what people asked for, thinking, those open world games are really popular, right? And then they made this, and I'm like... Yeah. I mean... I mean, I'm just staying silent because I don't need to... really need to say anything. Like... I need to find a way around this wall. Oh, let's go this way a bit. Generally, my thoughts of this game are, I don't dig the battle system at all. I just don't get it. I don't...
Feeling your age? You'll know how it feels in 5 years.
So... Can I not make it over here? How do you... Oh, square. Right, okay. I don't get the battle system at all. I like the resting and the food thing. That seems interesting. Like, they've got interesting things going on, and I can see potential. And the thing is, like, they always have like a deep underlying system that is never obvious straight away, which is more than likely going to be the case for this game. But like, I am pretty underwhelmed, put it that way. This bit confused me, actually. Actually, I'm just going to check the comments. I know a few more comments have been left. Okay. So this is going to introduce to like critical. Right. So there's that bar that grows up over time. Execute. Oh yeah, they are gorillas.
Want some? All in together now.
Okay, so you gotta like go into here, and then you gotta press triangle.
Damn it.
And you just gotta keep trying this until you eventually do it. It took me ages the first time. Well, I'm dead. Okay, obviously I'm not meant to kill that one that's ran away.
Want some? All in together now.
Right, okay.
Don't
Yep.
miss. How about this?
Just gotta do well at these quick time events, that's all you gotta do. And they are pretty hard actually.
Stay down.
So there's Crossbones 1.
You're on fire today.
So now to try to do Crossbones 2, which is the same thing but a bit higher. But like, okay, I'm gonna heal up with the potion. Okay. Yeah, you gotta do it up until it says Crossbones 2.
Want some? All in together now.
Right.
Don't miss.
Let's try this again. Square. 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 Right, now triangle.
This one's just
And now it's going to ask for Crossbones 3, I think.
one knocked.
Team up the gladiator to clear the area, innit? So yeah, just have to. So you're dead.
Want some?
Okay, let's do our Crossbones 2. I pressed the wrong button.
You're mine. All in together now.
Right, let's do this properly. Come on, let's do it. Come on.
Damn it.
Oh, I pressed it too early.
Don't die on me. Want some? One time. Don't miss. How about this?
Oh, I did it again. You have to press it not 1 second before and not 1 second after it comes up. But your natural instinct is to press square because that's the attack button.
All in together now.
So that's what makes it tricky.
Stay down.
And it completely missed because he's all the way up here.
Never any doubt.
Well, he's running away. So is that the mission done?
Want
No, he's he's dead, I think.
One time. Don't miss. How about this?
Right, let's try again.
Well, put it in the books.
Yeah, put it in the box. You did it. Make camp and let others know. Got a 5,000 experience for that. Set destination. We'll go to that one there. Return to rest point. Yeah, you can do that. Sort of like a fast travel, I suppose, to the previous camp, I suppose. But this, I mean, I will buy, oh, obviously I'll buy this game, like, as soon as it comes out, and I will play it, but I have less confidence in this than I may ever have a Final Fantasy game, and that's sad. Right. Is it up here? Will we be eating toast for breakfast? Indeed we will. I wonder if something interesting, like, it says techniques, I wonder if something will happen at level up, because the actual, like, abilities seem so slight in their, like, in their variation, like, I don't know. Flame roasted toast. Okay, so they got lots. Well, Noctis and Gladiolus just grew like 6 levels each. Yay, selfies! So I'm not going.
Let's roll.
Right. So I am going to hunt out the behemoth, but I am probably not going to show the fight. $47, $46, $45, $44, $43. Oh, there's a wall there. You know, one way to contextualize the big world is not to say it's a huge world. It takes so long to get from one side to the other, therefore it's a huge world. You could say also it takes so long to get from one side to the other because you're so slow and everything's so spaced out. Oh, there's something down here. Dragon scales? Don't know what they do. It's probably going to mix in for some sort of weapon or something.
Care to hear my plan?
But
Give me the short version.
Brilliance cannot.
certain interactions with allies at the one side of battle will increase frequency of cross chains.
Easy as they come. Let's clean them up quick.
So I've got to say, this game, like, the big thing to me is that it feels so westernized, and I don't say that as a good thing. I say, like, you know, giant world, quest markers, running around big empty fields, like everything being actiony. Actually, you know what? Okay. I think I might just stop it here because when you get to the behemoth, most of it is just sneaking under rocks and slowly maneuvering around. My impression of this demo is overall negative, I'll put it that way. Like, I'm still looking forward to the game because, you know, I still feel like it you know, like, it's Final Fantasy. It's more than likely going to have like little things and little like extras and bonuses and stuff, which is always very nice, and they always do it. And even when people say like, you know, oh, 13 is linear, nothing really happens, like, this, like, I don't know, I just feel like, and I'm not one of those people who says like all the Final Fantasy games need to be 100% turn-based, and anything beyond that is like a failure of the series. You know, they can do whatever system they want, but I don't actually feel the level of positivity and interest and, you know, strategy and building and stuff in this one that I do the others. It's a real shame. And all because they started listening to people. They started doing polls and stuff, and people say, "Yep, we like big worlds. It means freedom. We like action games, you know." And so that's the problem I have. Anyway, I'll see you all next time.